AyoGG, welcome to a brand new series in the AyoGG podcast project. Maybe this format will look a bit familiar to some of you because something like that has been done on this channel before. In this special series, we are discussing together the newest Mnet survival show Queendom 2. Each and every episode, each and every week just for you. And with I not only mean myself, but also my friend Payne. Welcome!
Hey guys, I'm back in that kind of format. If you watched the recent thing, but I don't know.
What we are referring to is the AyoGG series for Girls Planet 999. In case you haven't seen it, I will link it for you. But yeah, what in case you didn't listen to it, probably makes more sense. It's a podcast. It's difficult for me. Okay, I don't make that many podcasts. But of course, what exactly is all of this? What is it that you can expect from this podcast? Well, as I already said, we are going to discuss every week for you. Every Tuesday is what we're planning on. Every Tuesday we will release a new episode of this podcast, which will be all about the newest episode of Queendom Season 2. That's the plan, at least. I hope we can keep up with that. But maybe you are asking yourself right now, what exactly is Queendom? Well, I got your back. Don't worry. Queendom is a survival show by, of course, no one else than our beloved TV channel Mnet. And the core feature of this show is we have six idol groups or solos, both. Everything's possible, and they are competing against each other with performances, and then through voting it is getting decided who is number one, who is two, three, and so on each and every week. And really important is that if a group is placed sixth on the sixth place 2 times in a row, this group will get kicked out. And this is a really already one thing one can talk a bit about, because strangely, this is a rule that I'd say re-emerged in the series, because in Queendom Season 1, we already had that rule. Strangely, I don't know why, but strangely, in Kingdom, we didn't have a rule like that. What do you think about this?
Yeah,
You're the Kingdom expert.
yeah. For Kingdom, it was like first we had kind of two series for the Kingdom thing. Like we had Road to Kingdom.
Yeah, Road to Kingdom,
where,
right?
Yeah, where smaller groups participated. Winner of Road to Kingdom was going to Kingdom, so the actual series.
Which was the boys, right? Was it the
Yeah.
boys? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we were informed.
Yes, expert.
And yeah, in Road to Kingdom, it was like we had kind of a dropout 2 times, but that was scripted, so it was defined. One is dropping out after 2 rounds, and the next one after the next round. So that we have 5 finals in a. So it was different, but that's for sure, because it was Road to Kingdom and not the. It was there for dropping out and to have a winner at least for the Kingdom. And in Kingdom we had we don't had this kind of dropout. There wasn't something nearly like that. It was just in Kingdom it's possible that 2 groups can win. Not just 1, 2 groups can win.
Yeah. And now, of course, the big question, what do you think about this? Do you think this is a cool rule with kicking someone out or not? Because I personally don't really get why this is a thing at all.
No, for sure, this is a super shitty rule. Cause if we remember the last one, season 1, I guess it was like if you are immediately 2 times in a row on the 6th place, can you can't continue the kind of partner thing, you know what I mean? When you have to so you need a I don't know, I'm stupid.
You need you mean then the number of
Equal.
participants would have been an odd number,
Yeah,
and that would have caused problems for the like yeah, let's say
for sure.
companion system, like
Like,
one
like
group competing with one other.
for sure, because if you don't have six, you just have five, then it's pretty unequal. And who has to partner up with another one like this? And I guess this will happen in this series as well, because we have these kind of formats in every season, Queendom, Kingdom, and so on. Like, that's for sure. So this rule is already from the beginning, I tell you, shit.
Yeah, thankfully in season one this wasn't really a problem. Loveless was on the verge of yeah, of getting kicked out of the
Mm.
competition at some point, but they managed to yeah, not get six two times in a row, and yeah, I just trust in Mnet that in case something like that may occur, that they're going to use a bit of their rigging magic to prevent something like this from happening. Now, now that we discussed this little part, there's much more to Queendom that we need to talk about, because at the end of Queendom, there of course will be a grand finale, and in this finale, the groups will all release a new song, which is always, of course, the highlight, because kind of a comeback of six groups at the same time. This was like kind of like the idea of Queendom season one. And here we're getting this again. But of course, if you're getting kicked out, you will not be able to promote your newest song. Sometimes also B-sides, as we learned from Queendom 1. So I don't know if this is the same here, that you can just go and promote your B-side on Queendom, or if Mnet now says, nah, please go with title. I guess
Mhm.
they won't do that, but who knows what Mnet is thinking. But yeah, this is something really interesting. And on top of that, the winner of Queendom will get a premium comeback show, which, the way Mnet yeah, stated this, will be aired all around the world. For us, it will once again be at a terrible time, probably like right when we're at work. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just snitch work. It's okay. It's no problem. But this is also an interesting thing, because if I remember correctly, Kingdom had a different prize at the end. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, for sure. So Kingdom had like two prizes. One prize for or a show based on Kingdom, like it's a partnered Kingdom show, kind of like Variety.
Hmm.
And a second show is going to, yeah, is a prize as well. Like they can, with Mnet investment, do a typical reality show, as we know. I don't know how many episodes, if the episodes were fixed, like, but I think like 12 episodes or something like that, long, yeah, reality show. I know Stray Kids won it, so and Stray Kids had a long show, if I remember right, based on Kingdom, and yeah, so you kind of want two variety reality shows.
Hmm. Okay, so at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourself which you prefer. I know pretty damn well what prize I would have preferred for Queendom. Well, but
Yeah.
well, it is the way it is. We have to bear with it. At least they're getting something. I guess this is something you have to be happy about. Um, but yeah. Next up, of course, the most important thing about Queendom Season 2 is who exactly is. Yeah, who exactly are the participants of the show? I mean, they are the absolutely most important part of this whole thing, and I'm going to introduce them to you one by one, and I will just go with the order they have also entered the venue of Queendom. So we're starting with Brave Girls. Brave Girls is a 4-member girl group. The members are Minyoung, Yoojong, Unji, and Yuna. They are from Brave Entertainment, and now it's getting a bit confusing. I did a bit of digging for you guys. It is not easy. I remember when we watched the show, we were a bit confused when there was suddenly written since 2016.
Exactly.
Because we thought, wait, aren't Brave Girls older than 2016? And yes, they are, but it's difficult. Now, if you are a fan of Brave Girls, I may have errors in here. You can gladly correct us, but it should be something like this. So, the original debut of Brave Girls was 2011.
That makes
Mnet
sense.
Mnet displayed 2016. Why did they do that? Well, from 2014 to 2016, the girls had a 2.5-year hiatus. And after that, they started, or kind of started anew. They had a comeback with 7 members. 2 of them were original members. But since 2020, they are promoting as 4 members, without any of the original ones. Which means that since 2016, these 4 members, so Minyoung, Yoojong, Unji, and Yuna, that we know now in Brave Girls, have basically had their debut with them. And this is probably why they said, okay, this is the debut of this Brave Girls.
Damn.
Yeah. Highly
What a journey.
confusing. Highly confusing. I hope I broke that down correctly once again. If I made a mistake, let me know in the comments. Now, of course, the big question: what exactly is it that we expect from this group, Brave Girls? Do you have an opinion on that?
I really thought a bit about it. I guess I can imagine what I think Brave Girls, or you can say to Brave Girls, is they have really their own sound. So if it comes to something like they are going to cover a song of another group, I'm really interested how they are going to rearrange whoever song. Yeah, kind of and kind of change it into a Brave Girl song, because I think at least for the one I know, and that's kind of the recent ones, because I wasn't so familiar with them in the beginning, but so the recent one I know, I really think they have their own song, um, sound, and I'm really interested, yeah, in the rearrangement of another group song, how this will sound and how this will where they will go to perform that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
I can really see Brave Girls in doing like covers, for example, of now a little spoiler, but well, of Hyolin or like more sister songs, because they are a really like summery group. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I think it was in Chimat Badam they also introduced themselves as summer queens. So they have like a set target they want to go for. And of course, if you want to get into the summer genre, there's absolutely no way around Sister. So this could be something really interesting, especially with the sound of Brave Girls, which is still quite different from Sister, but could be an interesting experiment,
Definitely.
in my opinion. Next up, we have WJSN. And they're also. WJSN was also not that easy, honestly, to come up with. Why? Well, the member situation WJSN is quite difficult. At least I found a lot of different sources. I don't know what exactly is now 100% correct. I'll just say what I found most of the times. In theory, WJSN has 13 members. Currently, they have 9 members. Active members. These are Sola, Bona, EXI, Subin, Luda, Unso, Yodom, Dayoung, and Yeonjong. Inactive members are Xuanyi, sorry, Cheng Xiao, Mikey, and Dawon. Ujungs, feel free to correct me. This is what I found, because something that a bit confused me is that in Queendom we only saw 7 of them appearing, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not quite sure what exactly is going on there at the moment. Will other two join later or not? I have no clue. Important thing is, they're from Starship Entertainment and they had their debut in 2016. Now, what do you expect from WJSN?
So, I mean, once again, you can say WJSN has their own sound as well, especially if you look in their earlier title tracks. Um, they have this dreamy sound. They kind of changed it. I wouldn't say they hard changed it, cause kind of I think with they had some summer title tracks like Boogie Up thrown in the middle like this, like that.
Boogie,
But
boogie, up!
exactly. But what I think is interesting is like they brought out Butterfly, and Butterfly was still a bit of this dreamy sound, but more pop, more aggressive pop. And after that, they threw away everything from the dreamy stuff, and yeah, they released the recent group comeback, Unnatural. So of course they can go with this kind of style, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are go to in the show for the more dreamy stuff, and they did a bit earlier in the years, kind of not of course not 100% back, um, but I guess the sound will kind of jump between earlier and yeah the recent ones, um, and I'm really looking forward to them. I kind of slightly got into them, yeah, through Unnatural a bit. Most of them, like I guess I know 100%, and Ujungs don't lynch me for that, but I guess I know like half of them for faces, names, and stuff like that for sure. For some of them, still it's a bit wavy for me. So
Hmm,
yeah, but I'm super interested in learning them through the show even more. Cause in that case, Queendom One helped me out as well.
that's true. Yeah, for WJSN, they all of their songs, I would say even Unnatural, has sort of, and to quote an amazing person, a sort of aura um, to it that is just really WJSN.
Mhm.
Is exactly this kind of dreamy thing. Of course, Unnatural is really different, but in my opinion, you can still you can kind of still smell it. It is in there.
Mhm.
It is at times it is still bursting out of it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what WJSN is making out of different kinds of sounds. Something I would be really interested in would be, for example, WJSN doing something like, for example, Wada does, like completely different from what they're normally doing, like super aggressive sound. That could be something worth watching.
I mean, if you look, or I don't know if you've read this somewhere, but I had, especially in the comments, there were many people saying like Kepler is a group where you have a huge cutie side, but some of them are can do pretty concepts. So, and you can kind of um, promote in a. So if you go a bit more cutie songs as example, you can show them a bit more, and if you go in a more yeah teen crush thing, you can show them more. And I would say WJSN exactly has these kinds as well. Like I guess you can kind of half WJSN, and some of them are stronger for the cuter stuff, and some of them are more maybe for the crushier side. And Walada is a little mix of both. If you yeah, listen to the sound and especially look at the MV as well. It has both sides, and so I can imagine in that case that it could be very interesting. But the sound is totally different, so it still would be very interesting for sure.
Only thing I have to say there, whoever is doing Ting's part, I'm really looking forward to you. Now, let's just, since we were already at them, let's also get right into Kepler, even though it wouldn't be their turn now, but well, what does it matter? What does it matter, really? Kepler, 9 members, girls crew, and finally, now it's really easy. Their story is pretty damn easy. Debut in, no surprise, 2022, this year. Their members are Yujin, Mashiro, Xiaoting, Jaeyeon, Daeyeon, Hikaru, Bahi, Youngun, and Yeso, or sorry, Hyuning Bahi.
Exactly.
For some reason, you always have to say the entire name only for her. It is the way it is. They are from Wake One Entertainment and Swing Entertainment, and of course, they are really experienced when it comes to not just survival shows, but Mnet survival shows, because that's exactly how this group got made. We already told you about our other podcast series where we talked about Girls Planet, and this is where Kepler got created. So they know how Mnet is ticking. And what do you expect from Kepler, from our 9 girls?
Well, that's
From our babies. We practically raised them.
yeah, the babies. That's something we not had in the first season, like a really recent group with like just a debut. We had this in Road to Kingdom, but we have this for the first time in Queendom.
Was in
And
Queendom Idol the newest one?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they were the newest one, and but still, I guess Idol had to that point, um, like 4 or 5.
Yeah, they already had
Tracks.
multiple tracks. I just thought,
Yeah.
do I forget someone? Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm interesting. So they are a bit limited. We don't know which categories they are going to do. But yeah, Kepler is a bit limited for using their own songs. I don't think that's a bad thing. But yeah, so they have not a biggest pool to take out their own songs, but for that reason, maybe we see more covers in that case for Kepler if it's a round where groups can take any song. Maybe Kepler is a bit forced to cover some kind of song. And I think these are very interesting rounds. I guess.
If no one is covering Mask, I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, I mean, Kepler is very well known. At least, as I said when we watched it, you can't escape the debut of Kepler, and I guess they promoted Mask as well, right? As the one B
Yeah,
side they are going to
promoted
promote.
B-side.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess Mask is very familiar for most of the participants there. I expect for Kepler that they're still going for a very new gen sound. Like I guess they will through the show give us the already like we already have with Walada is a very fourth gen sound, and I guess they are going to stay with that. I guess that's pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm especially looking forward to their energy.
Yeah.
Because it was something you could see in the introduction videos, which we were also talking about later on. They always just look super hyper and determined, even though they're just like literally just were falling out of an Mnet survival show. And I think especially the fact that they are up against seniors of them, and at times like really really hardcore seniors. I mean, we have 2010 for example here, or 2015 if you count G-Friend. Um, this is going to be super super interesting, but I do hope that Kepler is not like transforming everything they're doing into new generation. I want to also see them do something, yeah, third genish maybe. Um, because I'm pretty damn sure that they're all more than capable to do exactly that. And I don't mean just cover it plainly, make your own thing out of it, but don't necessarily fourth gen the shit out of it.
Yeah, it's not my dream, but I can kind of expect that the production behind Kepler is going to kind of wanting this, or because I don't know, out of a producer's
View?
yeah, view, right? Thanks. I guess it's interesting to say, all right, there are this is a third or second gen song, so just let's make it more fourth gen. That's pretty a simple thing for a producer, but ma- it can work. Like, and maybe they are thinking like that. But I would really be interested in some different genres that are not recent, very popular genres, to see Kepler there. And I'm very interested in if we have this, when in season one all were on the table or sitting in a circle. So most of the groups, are kind of um, same if it comes to the experience. But Kepler is a wild, thrown together group, so you have more experienced member and stuff like that. And I'm really interested how this will work out in the discussion thing and stuff like that.
To give a bit of context for the experienced members, of course, especially Eugen,
Yeah.
so one we're talking about, CLC, and also, really important, Yeso, who is also an experienced idol, basically, and
Yeah.
especially experienced when it comes to entertainment industry overall. I think there she is senior to most of the people who are there in
Exactly.
this competition, even though she's only 18. So yeah, I'm also really interested in seeing Kepler. I mean, and of course, at the end of the day, as I said, my babies. They are my babies, okay? Just want to see them do well and enjoy their time. Next up, we have LOONA, the biggest group that we have in the competition, 12 members. And the names of these members are Hassel, Vivi, Eve, Jinsoo, Kimlip, Chu, Heejin, Hyunjin, Govon, Joeri, Olivia He, and Yochin. They're from Blockberry Creative and had their debut in 2018. Now, LOONA is a group that is really far from new to the both of us. I think by now we know them pretty damn well.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Um, never forget the LOONA TV marathon series. What do you think? What will happen with LOONA? What do you expect from them?
I hope for more lines for Vivi
Yeah,
at first.
yeah. Everyone
Um,
does, but Blockberry Creative always shits on that. So
I don't know if this will happen in the show, but I hope in case of a show like that, it's an more. I don't know. I just hope. I'm hoping. But
justice for Vivi.
exactly. But besides that, yeah, I mean, for me, what I love in for bigger groups is like not that there are that many, cause I don't know, for a song it's not the best in my opinion to have like 12 member, but where this is a really huge point is in a performance. If it comes to performance and choreo, 12 members are in an insanely amount, and I really love choreos, like especially AS1 did as well, or 17 if we want to go for the boy groups. I really love choreos where
Or if
many
you want to go completely insane, AKB48.
exactly, um, Like I really love big choreos. And yeah, I don't know. Luna has super cool choreos, and I don't know if you cover a song as a 12-member girl group, and especially you take Brave Girls as example, where they have a choreo like for 4 member, you have to do something like for 12 members, and that's really a really interesting point for me. I'm really interested how they will go for that. They're the biggest group, as you said already. So I'm looking forward how this turns out.
Yeah, I think just as you said, just through the immense amount of members in this group, I think they have it much easier than other groups to leave an impact
Hmm.
from their performance, because it is just the way it is. When a lot of people doing the same thing in the choreography at the same time, it just looks much more impactful, as when it's doing like 3 people at the same time. It is just the way it is. So this is a big advantage Luna has there. On top of that, of course, Luna is a group which just naturally, from their music style, has really like hard, impactful songs. Um,
Yeah.
the songs of Luna are just, there's nothing you listen to when you just wanna like lay back. At least the newer songs of them, not like for example So What, or especially Paint the Town. When Paint the Town is playing, you're not chilling, you're getting pumped as fuck and jumping around. So I'd be really curious to see them attempting something that is maybe more on the smoother side,
Hmm.
which is something Luna definitely can do. I mean, for example, Butterfly is a song of them with choreography that has like pretty smooth dancing parts in between. And this is also something, if everyone is doing like a butterfly formation with 12 members, you're looking at this and like, wow,
Yeah.
instantly it just draws you in. So they have a shitload of advantage there, which does not mean that it is much easier for Luna to don't want to say that they don't have to put effort into it or something like this, or that they don't will put effort into it. I think they're all really competitive enough to give it their all. Um, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting turnout of events, whatever kind of song they are going to cover of other groups. Next up, we have let's go first with our solo artist, Hyolin, which is first the general information. Sorry, Hyolin, solo artist, formerly Sister. She is currently under Brit Free, and formerly she was under Starship Entertainment, and she had her solo debut in 2013, but her very first debut with her group Sister was in 2010, which makes her the most experienced and most veteran candidate in the series. What would you say? What is Sholin going to show us, what maybe other groups cannot do?
Yeah. So the first thing you can think like, of course she can maybe do the stuff she's recently doing, and that's going a bit more, I guess, like mehr, let's go for the German again, more the hip hop kind of influenced music. That's I think she's doing right now. But even more looking forward, I would see her doing some more sexier stuff, cause maybe she can see that as an advantage against the many other participants. Maybe she's going to kind of read it out and say think about it and like, huh, none of the groups is like doing what we did in the past, and I still can do it. So I will flex with it. I would really looking forward to it, but Besides that, I guess we can. I don't know. I guess we can't really imagine what she's going to do. We can't imagine, is she going to sing? Is she going to rap or lay down a huge dancing performance? Because I guess she can do anything of these three things. She can do what she wants in that case. Um, and I'm really interested as well if through the show there is going to be something like a feature one time.
Yeah, the feature thing um, is of course something I think everyone is hoping for and expecting. Um, I'm kind of like marked from back in Queendom 1, where we had Park Boom, where
Mm.
also everyone expected, Minzy, maybe? Would be super cool. CL? No! We didn't get this. But, yeah, of course, there is always the possibility that we're getting maybe like 3 people joining her on stage at some point. Um, I'd be really interested in seeing that, of course, too. But what do you think if it comes down to covering stuff of Hyolyn? What do you think? What is the main thing that's going to get covered? Her solo shit or her sister stuff? Because
Ooh.
I would guess that the groups would tend more to go for the sister
Hmm.
songs. Because at the end of the day, um, this is competition, just
Yeah.
like Jesse said. Um, and of course, you also kind of always look, okay, what is a song that will also like get the crowd going, you know? And I think going with sister songs is just a safer bet at the end of the day, and something more of the groups would be comfortable with, I'd
Hmm.
say, from the
Yeah.
just performance wise.
Yeah. I guess that's pretty right, and I would say that's a huge thing. What I can imagine, maybe it's a bit based on who is doing this it, because maybe I think there might be groups that are not that comfortable with stuff that sister did and are more comfortable maybe with the stuff Hyun is doing solo, like the more hip hop kind of influence stuff, or yeah, kind of thing. So maybe if a group yeah, look at the what sister has done, maybe they are sort of like, I don't know if this is the way. But I would still say, um as like in Queendom 1, that we choosing the group iconic and pretty early group, like would be such a nice way. um I'm interested. I'm looking forward to it.
Shake it, thank you. Okay, and last but most certainly not least, in the roster of participants, we have BBG. BBG, 3 member girl group from Big Planet Made. They made their debut in 2022 and are technically the Magne group of this competition, with the members Chinbi, Unha, and Omji. And maybe now some of you will say, wait a minute. I know these names from somewhere. Yeah, well, maybe if you know our channels. Yeah, you will know where I'm going with this. Of course, formerly G-Friend, all 3 of them made their debut this year, only last month, actually, which is insane. Last month they made their debut under Big Planet Made as BBG. Now, when I say that Kepler are our babies, now what is BBG? What? What is BBG? I'd say my personally goddesses, but hey,
Goddesses,
I don't want
queens.
to sound biased in any way here. Okay, really important for me that you don't think, oh, he has already made his choice. No, I'm super open.
everyone can beat them, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah, but also no, but of course, we are biased. That much is definitely clear. But the good thing is that we do also like and are fans of the other groups. I think we like all of them.
Yeah.
And fans, for example, I would at least call myself of two others of these groups. Like
Yeah,
really fan.
yeah, for sure. So, and it's like, of course, you can't go totally out of the bias comfort zone. So, like, if you watch the performance, of course, there is biasing anytime. You can kind of put it a bit back and stuff like that, but there will be, of course, yeah, a bit of biasing anytime, but that's not like that makes not a performance super more good or even more worse for the other ones. Like,
And
is
it
if LOONA is doing some insane stage, I can say that with yeah, still with a true heart in my in my
mhm.
body.
And what I can already kind of tease is just because I'm highly biased does not mean I can't criticize a bit.
Oh
But
damn.
more to that later. But yeah, enough of that. BBG, what do we expect?
Amazing vocals, amazing performance,
Check,
amazing stages.
check, check. Okay, we're done. Thank you.
No, but for sure that, but even more, what I think BBG just showed us, especially in the first episode, not the first episode, sorry, for in episode 0, um, already that in combination with their contracts with BPM, they will show us really what they are doing on their own and what they want to do. Like, I guess kind of I can imagine that with Hyolin a bit as well, that she has insanely freedom, but BBG really seems like they have freedom as well in any aspect. Like, they are going before the camera, in the front of the camera, and they can do what they want. They are not limited to some typical contract stuff, and at least it feels like that. And so I'm really looking forward to yeah some decisions they are going to make on their own. And of course, song wise, I guess we can say for pretty sure they can do everything. Like, I don't know what to expect. They can do everything.
Yeah, of course. I would lie if I would say that I'm not also sitting here a bit like maybe a bit of G-Friends stuff a bit of that. I mean, they're going to perform Navilera at a concert. Okay, so there's the signs are already there,
Yeah.
and maybe at a like later performance, just like I said, Hyolyn, maybe there like 3 people want to join them on stage at this. I no clue who exactly I'm referring to, but it's just this number of 3 people that could like just join them on stage, it's just circulating through my brain. No clue where exactly this is coming from, but maybe there's something could happen.
Maybe features are possible.
And of course, something I especially look forward to, completely now ignoring the artistic side of the show with the performances and stuff, the drama. Because we already got a pretty good glimpse of that in episode 0, but more to that, of course, later. Now, we went through all the participants and what we expect from them. I'd say before we go to the introduction videos that we got from all the groups, one thing I'd like to discuss shortly about, are you overall satisfied with the roster we got? And what other groups would you, for example, liked to see there? Because for me, I'd say overall, I'm pretty excited for this. And it's a really cool roster. I was surprised that we have a solo artist here,
Mhm.
because I thought they would go more like with the Kingdom approach when it comes to that. And also because it always felt like in Queendom season 1 that and this is something I can already say based on votes that we have already seen and views. Solo artists just have it much harder
Yeah.
gaining interest from the people. And that's why I thought that maybe they wouldn't do this again, but they did. And for that, I feel like Hyolyn is a really good pick. Um, Even though I probably, if I would have chosen, I would have said no solo artists. But,
Yeah.
well, other groups I would have really loved to have in the show is, for once, Dreamcatcher. Because to see one of these groups here cover a Dreamcatcher song would have been insanely amazing. Because no one is doing Dreamcatcher.
BBG doing Dreamcatcher.
I have been dreaming about this. Like, seriously, I have been dreaming about this shit. Won't happen now, but oh, dude, Chase Me or Boca. Okay, yeah, we didn't
What?
get Dreamcatcher. What? Yeah, would have been really cool. We didn't get it. Also, a group I would have loved in Queendom, Wikimiki. Only because two reasons. One, they're an amazing performance group, and secondly, they could have used the exposure that you're getting through Queendom. And this will also not surprise anyone who knows my channel. Promise 9 would have been kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, what is your opinion?
I would say I would call it for myself an amazing roster. Like, for me, I think they chose insane, and of course, the fact that like BBG is there is a huge part of it. Like, that's just amazing. Like, we kind of joked for that, and yeah, I don't know. Like, few days later, there were rumors that Mnet is talking with them. That was pretty interesting. So having them on the show is like kind of jackpot. So of course it's a cool roster, and it's a really cool roster because you have many yeah, aspects and many different groups once again there as well. Like, you have the old second gen kind of aura with Hyolyn, if she's going to do it. Then we have like the newest of the new, like straight up from the birth into the show. And yeah, like from big groups to very small groups, it's a super cool variety. And of course, there are some groups I'm missing, as you already said, like Dreamcatcher. Wow, that would have been amazing, especially for the variety I already talked about. That would have made the range even bigger for the variety. But yeah, Promise would have been super cool. Um, I would have liked, but you as well. Like, Cherry Bullet would have been amazing as well,
Cherry
for our
Bullet, yeah.
hearts. um,
Uh,
and yeah, I don't know. Like,
oh,
there is,
this would have been so funny if Cherry Bullet would have joined, and then you're sitting like Cherry Bullet right next to Kepler,
yeah,
and the three girls, hey girls,
that
like
would have,
we saw each other literally just 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that would have been a pretty funny Mnet thing. Like, that were a moment where you say like, "Haha, good one, Mnet." um, yeah, I don't know. So there are some groups, of course, I would have like, I'm when there are more groups where I'm more into. But on the other hand, as I already said, Queendom is a cool way to show you some more groups where you are not totally into, where you are not have watched any kind of variety. So of course I'm looking forward to groups I haven't that much checked out. Yeah,
Maybe new favorites will be born.
exactly. If I look back to Kingdom 1 and I saw the US stage, I was like, Jesus.
Hmm. And speaking of favorites, of course, when we are talking about the roster, there is one person we cannot just let out. The heart of this whole show is, of course, the one and only Grandmaster of Queendom, Miss Kim Tae Yeon. Do I really need to introduce her? Come on, guys. Girls' Generation, Korea's solo monster, I'd say. Taeyeon is the MC of the show, and when this was announced, I was already on. Oh my god,
Mnet.
already in heaven. And yeah, this is. We will be talking more about Taeyeon later on, also, but this is just something that it's making everything just even rounder for me. You know, it's just now there's no edge anymore. It's just this perfect round marble, beautiful marble that I'm holding here in my hand now each and every week. This is a hell. My mind is just thinking about it. My mind is going blank. Mnet is really playing with my heart with all the SNSD shit they're putting up right now.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, SNSD coming this year. Be prepared.
Like
Now,
Mnet is doing strangely things with like oh yeah, here's a member of SNSD and here's a member and here and let's take her for that and let's ask here for that. Like what the hell is Mnet's plan? Like I mean, of course, it's like, oh man, if we can take her, we can already anytime say Girl Generation our episodes. I guess it's kind of like that. But
alone for the moment when all of them are sitting there and Terrence entering the room, all of them are, oh my god!
yeah.
This alone is gold for the show. So, yeah. But yeah, now let's jump into the little introduction movies. And there's most of the movies there actually isn't much to say. The first one we saw was of BBG, and what we saw there was the girls in the BPM in kind of like a meeting room, and we saw that 2 hours before the girls entered, the BPM staff once again tried to showcase themselves as the best and most and the sweetest and most heartwarming staffs out there, with preparing a little surprise for them. They decorated the room and wrote encouraging messages for the girls, and so on and so on. Something the staff is doing quite often for BBG. At least you see this really often in videos and stuff. And yeah, what did you think about this? Was
Mm.
adorable. Was adorable.
Like yeah. I think that's a basic thing, as you already said, but I think that's a little cool thing. I like it. I like it. I can say that.
Yeah, I feel like BBM stuff knows. Okay, if we're just being like a company that does not shit on its artist,
Yeah.
we'll be loved even more by the girls,
Yeah.
by the fans. It makes us happy. It makes them happy. Everyone wins. Something not all
Exactly.
companies understand. But let's not get into this anymore. It's okay. Next up, or do you want to say more about the BBG part?
No, no, no.
All I can say is they were quite eager to show all of them why they are where they are.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Kepler, and what I wrote down for Kepler is highly energetic. Like instant, the first frame we saw was, I think it was Jungen, not quite sure, but jumping around in their practice room, and they also have a really strong desire to win. Just they really want to show us that just because they are, and I'm excluding BBG now, they are the youngest group here. Just because they are the youngest, they don't want the others to underestimate them and want to prove that they are worthy of participating in the show. And once again, Kepler is the by far most experienced Mnet group in this competition. They know how Mnet is. They know how to work with Mnet. So this could be advantage for them at times. Even though at the moment it looks like someone else is using the Mnet card for her advantage, but who that is, we will find out later. Just a little teasing for you.
Yeah.
You have something for
Um,
Kepler.
Yeah, I think for Kepler, we have mentioned that, when Eugen was kind of joining the room and was looking at the card, and so yeah, we are or you're at Queendom season 2. We were like, and they think like, oh, next survival show and stuff like that. But I guess especially in the beginning, that's really a thing, like they are full of joy, because like it's, of course it will be hard, but it's a thing like if you get after the debut like 3 comebacks in a pretty short distance, like I think there's very nearly non-negative point to the thinking of the group, because I guess they see, at least for the first 2-3 years, like everything as an opportunity. And so I guess they were like, okay, Queendom season 2, here we go, let's show them who we are. And yeah, I'm really looking forward how Kepler is playing this out, because I want to see, as you already said, the energy of them.
Yeah, I can see them not really realizing how tiring and exhausting all of this is.
Yeah.
Just because of the pure opportunity that they see for themselves there, and of course just the fact, oh my god, we're participating with so many seniors of us, like holy shit. I mean, this must be an overwhelming feeling.
Yeah.
For
sure.
other groups, like for example BBG, they would also say, okay, maybe in the beginning they were like, oh, holy shit, okay, this is going to be interesting. But just because they're so experienced, I could imagine for them, after the first 2-3 weeks, they're like, boah, no, again and again and again, let's just get this over with.
After that, we are going on vacation.
Yeah, after the comeback that they're going to have afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Afterwards. But yeah, so Kepler is going to be a really interesting candidate. But speaking of energy, LOONA. LOONA was the next one we got to see for a video, and here I can already say that was already so hard, Mnet, like holy shit. Not just did LOONA get like 3 times the amount of time for their video as the other groups did, but also this was like in the first 10 minutes of the show, and we already like we got the tears, guys. We got the tears, we got the emotions. Mnet did everything to squeeze it out of us, because when LOONA the video started, we saw them at a concert, and we saw news articles popping up everywhere, boom, 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 which basically talked about the situation Blockberry Creative was in, you know, with the debt, and that LOONA was kind of on the brink of disbanding, and then the members talked about it, and then Chu cried, and of course emotional music played. So Mnet really did everything in its might to make us feel sad a bit. And then we saw LOONA coming off the stage from their concert, going backstage, and they got their invitation there for Queendom. And now, maybe Orbits know this. Was this concert really before it was announced who will be part of Queendom. I'm asking this because when they got this letter that they're going to be in Queendom, the very first reaction of all of them, or most of them, looked, in my opinion, a bit like acted.
Mm-hmm.
I did not believe that they heard there for the first time that they're going to be participating in Queendom. I could be wrong there, but it looked really suspicious in my opinion.
Yeah,
What do you
like
think?
it was like, I guess, yeah, I guess Hyolin was a bit like not really um enthusiastic after that, but LOONA was very like, I mean, of course they were on a concert, so I'm not I'm not holding it against them, but they were like yeah, seeing the card and were like, okay. So many faces were like, yeah, okay, let's participate in Queendom season 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
this kind of the thing that makes me wonder. Maybe it was still real because they came right from a concert. They are exhausted as fuck, you know.
Yeah,
And then they're coming there. They see this box on the table. They're like, oh my god, did we get a gift? Oh my god, so cool! We get a gift. They open it. What the? What? You're throwing us like now. We got to think about participating in this super exhausting competition, Queendom. Oh.
exactly.
Like
So
maybe it was also this, so it's tough to say.
yeah, so please, Ovid, tell us when exactly the concert was. I guess I have something in my mind because the problem is LOONA had many concerts in the recently, like in a yeah, last year alone, and yeah, I don't know which when this concert was,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it will
Maybe
be,
Orbits can kind of like find it out from the outfits they wore, or
yeah,
maybe
from the food.
hairstyles. Or I mean, do your Sherlock shit. You can do that. I know that. Go for it, and then let us know if you know, because I would be really interested in knowing if the producer just said, "Come on, act it out, pretend like you're like surprised," or if they really were surprised and it just looked a bit strange because they were simply exhausted.
Yeah,
Next up, we have WJSN. There was, if I remember correctly, no really like big reveal. They were just sitting there and talking. Okay, we're in Queendom. And
yeah,
what was interesting about WJSN is that they were talking quite proudly about their own discography. They said something stuff like, "It is only us who can do our songs," and they were just speaking really highly of their own performances and discography and so, which was cool to see because what I always say, confidence is the shit that you need
yeah,
in these competitions, and it looked like WJSN has more than enough of that, which always also reflects in performances. If you really believe that you are the sickest motherfucker in this competition, then you are also like showing that you emit this when you're on stage, and this is what we need. What do you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, I'm on that as well. Like, I mean, you paved kind of my confidence way, yeah. But on the other hand, it's a huge important thing because first you think like okay, what we do with our songs is super hard. Like, so you are not getting that easy intimidated by other groups, like, because you are very sure for yourself. We do a hard and a good job. Like, and so that's a huge or that has a huge impact on yeah, many aspects of the show, like doing the stage and stuff like that. If you're confident, you are less nervous, and the chance for doing some nervous mistakes is like vanishing. So confidence is a yeah, really important thing, and I hope that was not just talking confidence. I hope they were kinder serious about it.
Mhm. One really important thing is, of course, um, confidence is not the same as arrogance, just to make that
Yeah,
clear.
for sure.
Arrogance, not good. Confidence, really important. And WJSN looked confident as fuck, and I loved it. Okay, next up we had Brave Girls. Brave Girls entered, entered a room in their entertainment, and there was a letter on the table, a letter by their CEO. And yeah, well, it was like the typical stuff. You're the best. You will be queens, and so on. Like encouraging words for them, which just they sounded the things. It sounded a bit like typical copy paste-ish kind of, that was what bugged me a bit. But overall, it was a cute idea, but the execution was a bit. You could have put more effort into this letter, in my opinion.
Yeah, the CEO was like googling how to write a good letter for Queendom season 2 and copy pasted it.
And then Mnet wrote it for him, and but yeah,
Exactly.
what was nice? There was also a box in the middle of the table with a piece of paper in there. It was quite cute how they reacted on it when they opened it, and then instantly like, okay, it's no present. Fuck this. Not interested in it. Just
Yeah.
so it was really cute.
Yeah, definitely.
And it made you like the girls instantly, in my opinion. The only downside to the Brave Girls video was it was super short, like ridiculously short.
Yeah.
I felt like it wasn't even a full minute, probably like 1 or 2 minutes, and that's it. Um, yeah. Do you have more to say to the Brave Girls video?
No. No.
Okay. I also don't have more to say to the Hyolin video because it was non-existent. Um, it simply wasn't there. Later on, we got Hyolin sitting there talking a bit to her staff, but
Yeah.
there wasn't really much you can take out, honestly. Only that she is experienced with survival shows. I think it was Unpretty Rap Star.
Exactly.
And Good Girl
Yeah.
that we saw, where she was in, and that she is looking forward to it. And that she is ready to really put a lot of work and time and sweat and tears into this show to make sure that the people see that not just herself is worth being there, but that it was not a mistake to invite a solo artist to the show.
Yeah.
Next up, it was time for the groups to actually enter the studio of Queendom. We had already Brave Girls sitting on their seats, so that we have a group that can start with, oh my god, who is coming there? And what always happened is on the big screen we saw Sins appearing, and then the year of debut for the groups. And the first group that came in was WJSN. Then we had LOONA. Then we had Kepler, BBG, and Hyolin last. And let me get through my notes. What did I write down here? What was quite cute is while we had WJSN and Brave Girls sitting there, one member of of WJSN mentioned that a member of Brave Girls has quite an expensive necklace. Which led to a lot of WJSN girls. Oh, really? Oh, what? And honestly, I didn't see it, but I believe them when they say it. And of course, Mnet instantly used this to make like a lot of zooms and cuts between the groups and and where. Typical Mnet editing. It didn't really have much substance, but it was there. Also, something interesting. Do you know other teams? Was a quote from one of WJSN to Brave Girls. And Brave Girls said, no idea. And this is something, while we watched it, we were like, probably bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched it again, and I feel like it could actually be. because the reason why we thought that was wrong was because of the voting later. But I saw something that could hint to the fact that it was actually that they actually voted while they were sitting there. But more to that later. Exi said something interesting of WJSN. She said, I was not happy. I wish there would be nut groups with a similar image as us. And she said that about LOONA. And when she said it, I was quite confused. Because I would not say that LOONA and WJSN has a similar concept. Like,
Mm-hmm.
in any way. Visual-wise, music-wise. Later, she added like, or Mnet added, like they both have technically lots of members and the word girl in their names. Which is like, yeah. I see what you mean about that, but the way Exi said it, I feel like she meant something different, and that I didn't get at all. Or do you see something there that I don't see?
Nah, I guess you're totally right. It's more the Sonya thing, and so the naming is half and the amount of member original, like when WJSN had like 13 member. Yeah, of course you can kinda see, if you just look at that, a little similarity, but that's not a concept. that's similarity between the groups, but not concept. Like concept is something different, and I don't think they have that much similarity there. I just think like, okay, LOONA has made Star, where I can imagine WJSN doing this, and maybe, of course, there are WJSN songs where you can slightly expect LOONA doing it, but that's more like finding really similar things, and that's not. I don't know. I don't think that's a reasonable
Yeah. But
take.
if you guys have a different opinion, scream at us in the comments, please.
For
And
sure.
tell us how wrong we are. Then was a fun little moment while LOONA and WJSN were chatting. Brave Girls was sitting at the side like, we don't have any friends. And this reminded me so much of like Mamamoo in season 1. Where also 4 people like sitting there and super like shy and okay, we don't know any of you. We don't know what to say, and we are shy. And
Yeah.
it was always a cute moment to see. And of course, Mnet's editing is doing a best to squeeze every like uncomfortable, awkward little moment out of these experience as possible. Next up, something that I absolutely did not understand: Kepler being scared that the others might not know them. I mean, the others are not living under a rock. There is no way they don't know Kepler.
Yeah, I mean, I see the point out of when you come from something like a new entertainment or stuff like that, and sadly, many groups are like that, like behave like. I mean, I guess that's kind of reasonable in a way, but every group is like, okay, we are debuting now, and I hope we get some recognition, and someone sees us or something like that. I don't know. Every group is like talking like they are going, or have the feel to get vanished over the well, in the big amount of groups that are out there. But I don't know, if you're
Where's the
girls,
confidence?
Planet, Mnet show, survival show, like there's so much that's you. As I said, you can't go over, you can't don't. Wait a second, I'm stupid.
What is the sentence you're trying to form here? Start anew.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say is, you don't see Kepler in that way. Like you
I see the problem. So
automatically,
many negations in one sentence.
yeah, you automatically wake up and know, oh, there's Kepler, debuted with Wadada. I swear, every
I mean,
group,
all the
every idol.
records Kepler broke.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. So in that case, I'm like, come on, don't try it.
But I mean,
But
Kim Lip broke the ice and said, I loved Wadada. And all of them instantly, oh my
yeah,
god!
that was so
She
sweet.
did not just say that!
And then doing the move.
Yeah, this broke them. This really broke them. That was adorable.
Yeah, for sure.
Another moment, and this is something there I'm calling bullshit. Since 2022 was getting displayed, Kepler was already sitting there. WJSN looking to the right side, seeing 3 seats. Suddenly, one of the members says, not the 3 members, I guess it's a solo artist. And I'm like, bullshit!
Bullshit.
Even if all the other groups did not know. But you cannot tell me WJSN did not know that BBG was participating. Chinbi and Unso are best friends. Of course, they told each other that they are participating in Queendom. If Unso knew, the rest of the group knew. 2022 is getting displayed. Next to you are 3 seats. Shut up. I don't believe any of you. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
I see that.
Other groups, okay, I believe it, but not WJSN. They're too good friends with BBG. Then, yeah, BBG entered the room, and and there it started. There was kind of the question in the room: why did you dress up with the goddess concept?
Yeah.
Okay, was a question from Mnet. Chinbi instantly, we wanted to get into their heads, so we dressed up gorgeously.
Yeah.
Just let it sink in. Okay? Let it sink in. This is the confidence I'm talking about. Okay? Going in there like I'm the most talented, most beautiful motherfucker on this planet. Okay? I'm the freaking goddess. Now bow. And this was just a moment where it really started. And the first moment Chinbi said something, like, really said something, was like, oh my god, okay, this is good. This is getting good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And still in the back they had this kind of explanation, because of course you can do this with confidence, but maybe you're then in the situation and you don't know, okay, is it the right thing we are doing here right now?
Yeah.
So they kind of
They made a backup plan.
Yeah, it's our stage outfits. Yeah. And when they said it already, I was like, stage outfits? Like, I mean, you already know it as well. Like, you would have known if it would have been the stage outfits.
Mnet did exactly the same, because when they said stage outfits, Mnet cut a picture right next to them with their actual stage outfits.
Yeah.
They instantly called the bullshit. I like that. I really like that moment.
Super cool. So yeah, already they are just showing they are doing their shit, just talking bullshit, talking confidence, and doing stuff. I loved it already.
Yeah, and it continued just like this. BBG was sitting on their seats, and suddenly you could hear from WJSN, yeah, but BBG's not our seniors, you know, because no, BBG's not seniors. And suddenly, the mood got intense. Dramatic music started playing. You knew, okay, shit is about to go down.
Yeah.
Cut BBG to WJSN, WJSN to BBG, to suddenly a Kepler who had absolutely nothing to do with any of this. and Chinbi looking over,
Yaloma.
calling over, Yana. Wait, I wrote it down. What exactly did she say? Do you really think we are not the seniors anymore? Tell this to your members. And the editing. This was the worst editing I have ever seen. Like, the way they tried to make this into a dramatic moment, the reactions of not just WJSN, but of all the other groups, which were so obviously not from this situation. You know, all the reactions that they cut between these moments were like from completely different times on this whole evening. But Mnet tried their very best to make this like an intense moment between WJSN and in that case especially Chinbi. And yeah, it was in the end it was more funny than it was like dramatic in any way.
Yeah, like I just really liked the immediately turn around from Yodom and the
The face she made, it was
yeah,
priceless.
like what? And I can imagine that was kinda like real, at least for her. So like she wasn't expecting that Shinbi is calling her out right now. I
Yeah.
guess she was just was talking with the group, and yeah, out of nowhere, she was like, Yarama, and it was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, she was completely like, to use a favorite word, flabbergasted.
Yeah,
At that moment,
exactly.
she was like, "What? What? What? I
What,
did
what,
not
what have I done wrong?
how do I react? What do I do now?" Well, she was just completely overwhelmed with this situation. It was really fun.
I need to make a gif out of it, I guess. Out
Yeah,
of the turnaround and the face.
definitely. It was so much meme material in this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
It was
And yeah,
amazing.
Mnet used it, of course, to make it more, yeah, dramatic, dark, and
Yeah,
like to evil edit a bit out of our queen Shinri, I guess. But
yeah,
in my opinion, still, I guess, because Shinri knows that, yeah. So of course she gives a freaking F out of it. And she's just doing it. Like she knows she's getting evil edited for that, but that's not something that holds her back, and
I mean,
that's super cool.
it is something Jinbi has already witnessed.
Yeah.
Back in Produce, which Produce was it? Where the Source trainees were 101? The 101. The second season. I mean, was it
Uh,
second season
yeah, it was second season. Yeah.
of Produce? Okay, in the second season of Produce, where she like got kind of evil edited, and from the get-go, where it was announced that BBG would be part of Queendom, fans were already like, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, Chinbi." That's and Chinbi herself made already so many jokes about this. In the beginning, she was like, "Okay, I'm going to try to control my face." But the closer the date came of Queendom, Chinbi was more and more like, "Ah, you know what? Fuck it."
Yeah. And
I'll just be who I am and give them a show. And you have to say, this is a pretty damn smart move she's
it
doing
worked.
there,
Yeah.
because the exposure, holy shit, that BBG is getting through this, like instantly after it aired on Twitter, worldwide trends and shit, Chinbi went through the roof. I just continue like this. All the exposure. Take it all for BBG. Take it. Let them
Yeah.
fall for them. I
I,
loved it.
I really love the aspect that she wants, as BBG is doing, gives a fuck. Like she can do what she wants. So like she's not holding back from BPM or stuff like that, and she knows her place. Um I don't know, she is just the best person for doing this. In any way, cause she's not someone who kind of get like, I don't know. I guess there are people, even if they are seniors, who would be like, if Mnet is cutting this out and this is going through social media, and there are comments like, I don't know how arrogant or stuff like that.
Hmm.
Shinbi kind of, I don't know, can just build a wall and be like, okay, and what do you want from me? From me?
Yeah. The thing is, Jinbi's used to it. I mean,
Yeah,
she got comments like this from her debut on.
exactly.
Always this yeah, like ice princessy thing, that
Yeah,
she is, no emotions and always looking
yeah.
pissed and stuff. It's just her default face, her beautiful default face, and I hope it never changes. Yeah, that was amazing from the get go. We saw how this is going to continue in the future, and I absolutely can't wait for it. After we got this moment, it was time for Taeyeon to enter, and everyone, of course, jumped up, threw their hands in the air. Oh my God, Taeyeon! And then we got cut in, or edited in, little interview snippets of the girls where they got asked, "And who's your role model?" Everyone, Sunshine, Girls' Generation, Girls' Generation. I would be really interested in knowing, because I bet they got told before who will be the
Yeah,
MC, and then okay, and who is your favorite girl group? Girl Generation. It's
yeah,
of
yeah,
course. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying that none of them would have said SNSD. I think I would guess most of them maybe also would have said SNSD, but how all of them instantly jumped onto this,
yeah,
I would love to believe it. And I know that SNSD is a role model, as it should be to each and every person on this planet, honestly. But it felt a bit like, nah, you knew that you have to say that.
exactly. And I
Still,
would
I
have
take it.
really, and I would have really be a bit interested in maybe some other opinions.
I mean, they would have been wrong then, but yeah.
Yeah, but it had been an experience, like
You
yeah,
mean just so I can write some people on my shit list, or
yeah, like
not Essence? Okay.
okay, so
Kepler,
I'm
gone.
going to cancel you.
Kepler, nope, that's it. I'm burning the album. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, one person to at least address this person because Mnet completely ignored him. The person standing next to Taeyeon, Lee Yong Jin, the Queen manager. That's all I have. He's there. I don't. He's known from YouTube, I think,
Yeah, exactly. He's
but that's
known
all I
through
have.
YouTube. So
That's also all Mnet Gada gave us. So it seemed super strange. Like, you have Taeyeon there, and then suddenly this dude, and he's not even getting introduced properly. Like, heh. But well, okay. Let's see what his role is going to be in this competition. All I can say is that he's living my freaking dream, and I'm
we can say
envious
that,
as
yeah.
fuck. After this, it was time for the, how they called it, plan the match. Plan the match. There, the groups had to pick rivals. They want to, like, compete with, and the interesting thing is they said, okay, now all of you are going to vote for the group you want to have as your rival, and then we got a cut. So it kind of felt like they really voted for the rivals they want to have in that moment.
Mhm.
Like, they cut away, then the groups talked among themselves, blah 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 blah, and then the camera, they got back on after they gave the answers to Mnet, and then Mnet could, like, Photoshop their arrows
Yeah.
onto the graphic. So that's why I think that it could actually be that they really didn't know in the beginning who are the people or the other groups participating in Queendom. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if that was just all bullshit and they know from the very beginning and they just had to act out like they didn't know.
Yeah, true.
Now, it was time to pick, but we only got one pick. And Mnet, this is so, Mnet must have collected all of these picks, and then they saw, oh boy, they picked BBG. We let them reveal it first. Close up Chinby. You, close up Chinby. You, and you. And yeah, Brave Girls got called. No, before that happened, we have to mention another BBG member. They asked the groups, so who wants to reveal first? Of course, no one said I want to. No one wants to reveal first. And then they asked, how about BBG who lost their smiles? And then it was Unha's moment to shine. Because she radiated her her typical, almost disgustingly contagious cuteness. It flew through the room, and we got a little awkward cut in of Taeyeon laughing about it. So she instantly fell in love with Unha, but the way it was like cut in felt a bit strange for me.
Yeah. I mean, even the moment from Unha was kind of of course it was like a little answer to the BBG lost a smile thing. I wasn't sure about the whole situation. I say like it is as it is. It was a weird thing, but
Mnet used it because Mnet.
and I still love her, and she did great.
She did great. And yeah, then it was time for Brave Girls. They got called to, of course, completely random Brave Girls, got called to reveal who they are seeing as their rivals, and they picked BBG. Close up Chinby, looking at them like, bitch, what did you just do? And Chinby said, did they pick us because they think we are an easy team? I was a bit upset. And, it just, Chinby's face at this moment was just priceless. This really, this moment, like, you did not just pick us. Are you fucking kidding me right now? How dare you? Like, I really think that in that moment she was a bit pissed. I believe her 100%.
Yeah.
But once again, Mnet, the way Mnet tried to portray this, but the reactions that I read about this moment was always like how funny they thought this moment was, and how understandable it was, and how they laughed just this completely almost overacted reaction Chinby put on there.
Yeah.
Was a great moment, and once again helped the exposure for BBG. So I'm not complaining.
Yep. Same.
Now,
I mean, there's already there's already it shouldn't be cut like out of episode 0.
yeah,
There was like 40 minutes and partly on all of the 6 groups, like and already there's a cut like 4 or 5 minutes of her. That's that's an achievement.
that definitely an achievement. If you have so much screen time for a show that was only like 45 minutes long, you did something right.
Yeah.
So now that was basically the ending of episode 0, but we got more content than just episode 0 of Mnet, because prior to that we got opening show performances of each and every group, and of course we are going to say our opinions in a few sentences about each and every one of them. Is there a performance you would like to start with?
I would like to start with the Brave Girls performance.
Brave Girls, alright.
Yeah, because I have to say, that's something I personally talk very with a smile about. Like, of course, they were going for a MJ style thing, and I don't know. This is like, okay, it's the second Queendom where we got this. I'm kinda I don't know. I like the style. Like if groups are doing a style like this, yeah, I don't have to. Queendom season 1. I don't know. If it depends a bit on how you execute it, of course. But from base, I really like the kind of here style. Um, so and I like songs that are influenced by that and stuff like this. So yeah, for me it was pretty cool. Yeah, opening show, opening showcase, opening show
Hmm.
performance, however we want to call this. um, was a cool opening, but still, I don't know if this is an opening you choose as Brave Girls to show who you are. I'm not sure about that. Is an opening show maybe not a bit better to kind of portray a bit of yourself? That's kind of I'm asking. So feel free to talk with me about this, guys. But that is my point on that.
Yeah. I also overall, I liked all of the performances, so
Yeah.
that much I can say. Um, yeah. In the end, I had a bit of a problem with this.
Hmm.
It's just I would have hoped for, if they're not doing their typical style, then I would have hoped for something more creative than this, yeah, kind of Michael Jackson-ish themed performance they did. I mean, it's not like they dance completely Michael Jackson style or something like this. They had the outfits and some moves in between reminded a bit of that.
Yeah,
So it's not
it was influenced,
yeah,
like
it's not like they copied something. But the whole time while I watched this, I was like, I think it didn't catch me. I was like, nah. If they would have done something that I personally connect more with Brave Girls, I probably would have enjoyed it even more. Even though I definitely want to point out that the execution of the moves, it was fun to watch what they did. Okay. Next up, let's just go with WJSN. What
all
is your
right.
opinion on WJSN's performance?
Hmm. Um, I really liked it. As all of the performances.
Yeah, this I really want to point out again. All of the performances are really great quality.
Yes. So I think. So first, I mean, if I remember right, there were many like I don't know, they kind of didn't they change the dresses or something like that?
Yeah, in between they had a switch in outfit style from
Mhm.
black outfits to white ones.
Yeah, and the black white thing, I guess we had this like in so many performances. um, yeah, but the outfits were nice, and I really liked kind of the change. I really liked this. You have the darker thing, the darker theme with this yeah kind of stars in the yeah at the heavens, so it was portrayed like that. um I really like this, and if when the dress changed, I guess it was like the stage was kind of yeah the lights were more shining on them, like it got brighter. That what I said, wanted to say. Visually top. I really liked it. um, and yeah, I really got the concept they wanted to portray. So I really liked that they kind of showed me what kind of concept WJSN as a group is. And I think they portrayed it really well with that performance.
Well, it was typical for WJSN, a bit dreamy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, at times, it felt a bit fairy tale-ish.
Hmm.
And especially the moment where they're changing their dresses and then walking all in one line towards the camera. That's just always a sick move. That's a power move right there. And I love to see this. And here, of course, you can discuss what is it that you want from such a performance. Do you want the group to showcase who they already are, or do you want them to already present you something new? That would be the Brave Girls approach. And for this opening show, I'm personally like, go with what you can do best. And WJSN really did that. And I also want to point out the beginning of the performance where they had this super interesting, like, little intro video
Hmm.
with this. I have no clue what exactly this was. The sun symbol box and this super fascinating, almost like scribble style the scribble filter they were laying over this. Super, super, super cool idea, which made it a unique performance. And yeah, I can only say great job, WJSN, and through the beginning and through the dress change, even really creative ideas within the performance. So the performance itself, you have a lot of stuff you already know and love about WJSN, but they also made a new like eye catchers for maybe newer audiences. And yeah, mad respect. Amazing performance, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Which performance do you want to talk about next?
Mm, I would say let's go with Hyolin, because I think Hyolin's
Mhm.
opening show opening was very interesting. She started with some vocal heavy part. Yeah, with a vocal heavy part, and had this change as well.
Yeah,
um,
it looks like Hyolyn instantly wanted to showcase her all-rounder abilities.
yeah, and was going into the style she's doing for the recent comics as well, like this very performance heavy, slightly hip hop influenced stuff, and was a cool thing to show it with the when the kind of blanket but behind her was falling down, and then it changed to the dance break or dance performance. Was a cool idea.
Yeah. Here's only the problem, and this is just it's just the way it is. Um since she's only one person and the video was also released, I think, in as one of the second batches, so we got on one day free performances, on the second day free performances, and I think this was on the second day,
Yeah.
which does not help in my opinion, because if you have seen before these performances of like 9 to 12 people, and then you see this one person on this huge ass stage, um, it's just, unfortunately for me, it made this performance lose a lot of impact. um, I really liked that she started out with singing, but I would have hoped for more of that. Like less of the dancing and more of with what she can, in my opinion, shine the best, and that is her voice. Uh, this is also something that would have like separated her more from the other groups. Like that, most of the thing that I have to um, compare her with is like the dancing and the other groups, and there I can just say it just lacks impact, which is unfair since she's only one person, but it is a thought that I simply cannot turn off.
Hmm.
Also, what I also have to say is simply her style of dancing is not my favorite.
Yeah, same.
This is also something that plays in my opinion on this. But the way she was dancing, completely ignoring the fact if I like the style, she's sick. So the way she's dancing is really so. She's dancing so controlled, so sure of what she's doing, and this is really cool to see.
Hmm. I think it's still not the worst idea to do that, to exactly half it with vocals and performance, cause that's something, yeah, we can hope for her a bit more than we had in season 1, sadly, with Park Bom, cause yeah, just with voice, I don't think you get the audience to click. I guess you have to perform, you have to take a huge take on the performance, and I guess she's going to do that yeah, for the show as well. So I don't know, I still think it was a good idea at least to show a bit of it in the opening
I
show.
The thing is, I think backup dancers would have helped
That's for sure. Yeah,
to fill the stage,
yeah,
to
that's
not
for
make
sure.
it look so lonely.
So for her, for the future performances, she needs to get for her performances backup dancer.
Now, which performance do you want to talk about next?
Let's do Kepler.
Kepler!
Kepler. Yeah, Kepler showed good energy, and I guess this is really a huge point. A huge point you already talked about pretty often now. um, but I think still it's a huge point of them, and yeah, once again we had some white outfits, as I said. It's, something that's going through the opening shows. I really like the idea of how do you call this band?
Yeah, I thought about eine Scherpe, no clue, honestly.
Okay, all right. But with the name on it, no clue, honestly. Oh, I like it.
I'll check.
Professionals. Okay, that's good. Yeah, with the name on it, pretty cool, cause that's kind of
A sash.
Sash. All right, Sash. Cause what I think makes it pretty cool is the acknowledging that they are new, maybe not unknown, but they are that they are new. So coming up with a sash with the names on it, cause they are recently debuted, and to show who you are, is a pretty cool idea. And I really like the color contrast in the performance. That was amazing.
I can already see I'm like devil's advocate here. I'm always going for negative things. No, but overall, I really also need to start with I love the performance.
Mhm.
Kepler, it's just always a delight to see them on stage, how much power they're putting into every move they're doing. The only problem I had with that performance is the instrumental. There was just
Yeah.
too much that I did not like to hear. Like, it's really sorry, but oh, it's just really not my sound. A lot of what was playing there, but the performance itself, bruh. Like they had a lot of really interesting. It felt a bit like military style movements. They had like gun pointings. They had salutations. They had what was also interesting. Moves were like sitting crowns on their heads, which instantly is like symbolizing you know what's going to happen here, right? Which I really liked. Also, Jung-un was wearing a tiara, I think, something like
Mhm.
this. So she already was rocking that Queen theme, and yeah, Kepler really used their numbers and their freshness. I feel like it was just a fresh performance, in my opinion, even though I'd say that compared to WJSN, this was a super like regular performance. This is something I would expect. Yeah, like I simply would expect. WJSN had these few little tricks up their sleeves, which made it a bit more special, in my opinion, than the performance of Kepler. This was what Kepler has done was exactly what I expected from Kepler, and I'm really satisfied with it. But a little like you know,
Yeah, definitely.
a little surprising element would have been cool.
Yeah, I feel that.
You fühled it.
I feel that.
When you fühled it, then that's okay. Next up, LOONA.
Yeah,
LOONA.
let's go with LOONA. I mean, I guess this might be one of my favorite stages because it's it started very very calm
LOONA-ish.
and lunarish, true. That's most of the time, to be honest. The side of LOONA I'm not super into. Like, of course, the theme was like songs are like Butterfly and some other B-side promoted songs that I'm not 100%ed in. There I'm more into the LOONA aggressive sound, title based. But I have to say, for that one, performance wise, that was super cool. Instrumental wise, that was super, yeah, like I don't know, not that much present. And I really loved how the progression out of the performance was going on. And I mean, the style of the concept, like everything um with the fog and stuff like that. Super cool. Black and white. The lights like stars at the horizon. Total. If you make a picture out of it, totally 100% LOONA.
Hmm.
And yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. What I guess you can definitely say, it's just typical LOONA-ish. They ripped up the stage
Yes.
with their pure energy they put into their moves. But here again, as much as I liked watching this, I'm really satisfied with it overall, but I kind of missed some special moments. Something that I don't already know from LOONA. Because here also I got exactly what I expected. I got a badass performance, amazingly executed, high, like top tier sync level, as you know, LOONA, which made this an absolutely delight to look at, but a little something, a little a little like playful feature would have been really nice. But overall, amazing performance.
Definitely.
All right. And I think, last but not least, BBG.
BBG.
What do you think of BBG?
Yeah, BBG used their album intro as the instrumental. A
Outstanding
bit
choice,
more,
by the way.
yes, a bit more extended. But I really loved it. Was a good decision. And what BBG showed us is something very intelligent, in my opinion. Like, of course you need the confidence for that, you need the skills for that, but if you know you are not not a big ass group, then play with it. And they played with it very good. Like, doing this, having one member in spotlight, playing with the camera and spinning around, giving everyone a little spotlight. Then handwork was in that performance. Chef's kiss. Like they stepped up their handwork game. I really loved it. And yeah, their expression was confidence all over. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I'm still in love.
Okay, is it time for the devil? No.
Do it.
No, first things first. Beautiful performance. I mean, come on. Obviously. The beginning was amazing. I love the idea with these really fluent movements they've done from the top view. Full focus only on their hands, and that straight into the solo performances. And what I like the most about the solo performances, and this is exactly this kind of like gimmick, what I mean, what I've missed for the other groups, like something like this, not exactly this, but something like this, is what this has done is it has showcased this group. And not just the group, but each and every member. Of course, for example, LOONA couldn't do this. I mean, how long is can do like half an hour performance?
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's why I mean I don't expect every group to do this, but something like this, something just a bit out of the box. And here, the best thing about the solo performances of the three girls is that with every solo performance, you could see the different style and the different like character of each member of the group. You have Chinbi in the beginning, with her signature fierce I know I'm the fucking best stare. Her face was confidence 1,000,000. I will never reach that level of confidence. That much I can say. And then into Unha, and you can see instantly it is kind of breaking. You know, it's just cut and a completely different feeling. Unha, her expression, Unha smiled. That is already the first thing. Jimby did not smile once, and Unha played with. She knows that she is the adorable one, and she is playing with that with her gestures. And then into Omji, which had a really like mature and elegant aura, which was insanely satisfying to look at. Of course, another thing, they also played with, just like they have done from their debut on, with the different colors. Chinbi with the blue color in the background, and of course the butterflies, by the way, the butterflies are always there.
Yeah.
Unha with the purple and Omji with the red, and then merging into the group with all the rainbow colors floating around, and the disco ball.
Yeah, little disclaimer, it disco
I was
ball.
just waiting for Yuju to jump on it. But yeah, this was amazing. So, and I mean, once they were together, the symbiosis of all of these three different characters is what is making BBG so amazing. Now, the devil. Unfortunately, I really don't like voguing. I don't like the dance style.
Okay, yeah.
This is a highly personal problem, I know that. And the execution of each and every dance, it was amazing. It is overall a delight to look at, but after the beginning, these fully focused hands moves, the voguing dancing is just not my thing. I don't get it. And this was a bit unfortunate for me. But yeah, it was not a deal breaker for me, obviously. I think I complimented the shit out of this enough. But this was something where I was like, a different style would have been a bit better. But yeah, that were my 5 cents to the BBG performance. You want to add something?
No, I think they did perfectly, and I don't know. I'm not that much into the style as well. But I'm not. I can say it's not my style. Like I really they really catch me with this, and I was like, okay. And still, if I'm watching it now, I'm like, it's kind of still a weird style. I'm not that familiar with, but somehow I don't know. I just followed the moves of them, and I'm super happy. So it works for me. What can I say?
All right. Another thing that works, that has always worked in this podcast series, is our at least our two favorite section. Maybe if you have seen our podcast series to Girls Planet 999, there was always at the end of the episode one section that has, in my opinion, dominated the podcast. It was always the highlight. Everyone always stayed till the end to witness our opinion on Jingoo's clothes. Guys, fashion with Jingoo. It was a miracle, in my opinion, this segment that we had there. And of course, we were heartbroken after Girls Planet ended. Why? Because Girls Planet ended? Yeah, sure, but Jingoo. We all missed Jingoo and we're like, oh, no more fashion with Jingoo. But thankfully, Mnet did the only right choice to cast our beloved Taengoo. So fashion with Taengoo, guys. Let's jump right into it. But yeah, little disclaimer. I feel like it is not going to be as I don't even know how to call the outfits that Jingoo was always
Yeah.
wearing. I don't think we will ever get on a similar level with Taeyeon, but it is a really beloved segment of us, and we don't want to throw it away. So, ladies and gentlemen, fashion with Taengoo. What is your opinion on Taeyeon's outfit?
So, first off, I would say it's like they had a wardrobe in season 1 for Idai, and they just continued.
But not just
Giving her
not just outfit, also styling, like the hair and everything.
yeah.
It's
So
so
like in that case, season 1 exactly season 2.
copy paste.
When Taengoo joined the room, we were like, that looks familiar. But yeah, I already said, and there I have to say, everything I'm calling out right now, it could be a bit mean. I wasn't
You're going to be mean to Taeyeon?
not to her, just to the fashion on her.
I'm gonna throw you out of the call.
It's just the fashion. Please consider that.
Yeah,
It's
my hand is over the disconnect button. Just saying.
Oh damn, that's definitely not a biased podcast here.
Oh, it most certainly is. Fuck everyone who says otherwise. I don't care.
I have to say, it's a decent. I call it a decent outfit. First, why? It's white. It's totally white. Something we had some problems with Jingu was some color. I don't know why it was so hard to just take something black or something white, but somehow it worked out for her. So for Taengoo, immediately they just thought about just give her a totally white outfit cause it fits with her blonde hair. And I think like, yeah, that's such a good idea.
You mean the silver hair?
Silver hair, yeah, but it's kind of blonde, no? I swear, this is called some blonde.
Some blonde.
Yeah, there are like 10 kinds of blonde or something like that.
my knowledge is like the only other blonde I know is like platinum blonde.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
I don't know how to distinguish colors. I'll be completely honest. I know red and blue, and then it's starting to already, yeah.
And cause I'm right on it with the good things, I continue.
Disconnect.
Her boots, I don't know, heels, kind of stuff. I don't
Mhm.
know what exactly it is.
I think
Good
I guess
choice.
heels somehow. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
is a good choice. Is a good choice. And I think the skirt overall is a good choice as well. What I don't like is a top. I don't like the top. I think on the skirt it kind of looks okay with the Streifen.
What?
Streifen? I need your help.
You mean like the folds within the skirt, like die Falten?
Yeah, no. I mean a pattern
Is
of
this a
Streifen.
pattern? Are you
It
sure that's not just
Yeah,
folds?
cause it continues on the top where it's like
I can see that in my frame, honestly.
okay, where it continues. I don't know what Streifen is. If you when was
Stripes.
stripes, if you call
Well,
it as a okay. So the kind of stripes with see-through stuff combined and white. So in yeah, that's kind of the theme of it. And I think for the top, I don't know, I really don't liked it. It's just not looking good for me. The top overall, like this um I don't know. I just really don't get with it. The skirt for me is fine, but on the top with the turtleneck. Ah, I'm totally a hater of this. In any aspect, like in any aspect, I don't like these
What
kind of
confuses
skirts.
me about this stuff is just, you have a crop top like this, but
Yeah.
turtleneck. This is confusing me. Like a
Okay.
turtleneck is something I always associate with like stuff you wear for the winter, You
Yeah.
when you want to cover each and every part of your body so it doesn't get a cold.
The
This
throat either. Yeah. Exactly.
this
Yeah.
is what I think about when I think about turtlenecks. But here you have this crop top with
Yeah.
short like t-shirt length arms, but turtleneck. It's just messing with my head.
And
By
see
the way,
through. So
but
there is
it is a
nothing
bit
to.
see-through. That is true. Um, by the way, before someone, I mean, you could think the idea that we are highly professional fashion experts, which of course is true. Just so you know, yes, we know exactly what we are talking about, and yes, fashion is my passion.
Yeah, that's why I was 100% confident while talking about the stripes. 100% fashion knowledge and wording is there.
Yeah, we are
Really?
both known for our insane fashion. Just, just
Yeah,
watch one video of me, you will know.
but besides that, so the
Yeah,
top isn't mine, and even more, it's once again the kind of it's just too much. What are these earrings like? What
these are the
are these?
things I have the biggest problems with. The
What are
earrings.
these? What are these huge plate big earrings like?
They're almost
Oof.
bigger than her face. Like, what the hell? And
Yeah.
every time when I see big ass earrings like this, I feel like your ears. If you wear these things too long, your ears will like drag over the ground at some point.
Yeah.
Hey, this has to be. They have to be pretty heavy. I mean,
Definitely
these are like jewel things. I mean, they have
jewel.
a
Yeah.
certain weight, and of course, and then you have such a small human like Taeyeon, then they seem even bigger. And this is so distracting also for me always if you look her into the face and always the light that's getting reflected from the jewels right into the camera lenses, you're like, god damn it. I can't focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe that's just
I'm
my problem, I don't know.
I mean once again the jewelries at all she has like um armbands left right rings overall it's like if you go um before you go on a stage like and the designer are there and like okay we need 8 rings, huge earrings, and yeah, I don't know. There is still, and I mean, she even has something around her.
The chain around her tummy. Yeah.
I mean, it's style-wise, it's okay. It's okay-ish. I can live with it. It's not
No,
something I
it's too
really need.
much. Why?
Yeah.
Why do you
Oh,
need it?
overall,
What does it do? I just okay.
yeah.
I'm no fan of accessories. I'll be completely honest. I don't get the purpose, and then especially this chain thing. Like, what is it supposed to?
I mean,
I just it confuses me.
I can see to have something around your neck, like a necklace, some armband stuff is okay. Maybe a ring is okay as well, but that's are little things that should, I don't know, I don't know, a bit accessory is a bit. It's called as accessory because you, I don't know, because it's something small, but yeah. I'm not a fashion pro, man. But like, I don't know. It's a small addition. For me, accessory is a small addition in an outfit. But for that, it's
I
not a
would
small,
also say it's supposed to be like a little detail, you know, that you
yeah, a
can
detail.
notice that it is just like adding a certain a certain
Shine or a certain sprinkle or something like that.
nine. I just say a certain feeling to an outfit. You know, it can
Okay.
accessories can make an outfit look instantly a bit like more expensive, a bit more
Yeah.
playful, a bit more
Exactly.
whatever you choose. But this is just an overload. What do you want me to say? Yes, I know that you can like buy my entire existence with one of those rings. I know that, but why do you need to hang her like a Christmas tree with this stuff? It's
Yeah,
just
that's. I guess that's the biggest point. We have to where we can point out. But yeah,
jeez, dropped it gorgeous.
overall, it's, yeah, of course. Especially her makeup. I loved it. Around her eyes, this slightly dark, dark red, yeah, theme. Super cool. Her makeup is, ooh, chef's kiss. Is super contrast to the white and silver hair and theme. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Especially to her extremely white skin. I mean, Taeyeon already herself has white skin, and then looks like they made even a bit whiter. And then the contrast with dark makeup around the eyes and
Yeah.
lips.
It's standing out, and that's, I mean, she's standing out anyway, but that's super cool. And I think there are things you can mess up in the future. Maybe
I hope so.
Mnet started slowly, yeah, with some, okay, let's just give her a white outfit, but you know, the big ass earrings and the 50 rings and
I think
this.
it's like this. Mnet, we know that Mnet listened to our podcast for Girls Planet. We know that Mnet. It's
Yeah.
okay. You can admit it. I think maybe they were like, they probably won't do one for Queendom, so let's just do like regular styling. And now they realize, damn it, they're doing it again. And let just give them, maybe not next week, but because they already shot that, but the week after they're like, all right, let's go. Let's get the Jingu out here. Let's do this. No, I'm really curious how this will continue. I mean,
Yeah.
Taeyeon, she will be gorgeous, whatever they're doing with her. But it's just so much. This section is just so much funnier if she's wearing stuff where I'm like, I don't understand it, and I just want that to happen. I just don't.
Yes.
I would just want to not be able to understand her outfits. So Mnet, please do that.
By the way, the nails in the same I don't know if you can call it color, but in the same theme as like the rings and accessory overall. I don't know. Okay, so like white silverish or something like that.
That I
I
think,
don't know.
for me, that is okay. That I'd say,
It's just the addition to, I don't know if the rings she has like on nearly every finger, and then the nails.
the rings are the problem. The rings are definitely the problem here. That's
So
basically,
it's
if she is slapping you, dude, you've got so much metal in your face. Holy shit!
yes,
These are basically like brace knuckles. You don't want to get into
true,
a fight with Taeyeon right now.
true. I mean, I'm really interested if we get uh like shoes or stuff like that that are I don't know, because I can't imagine haven't seen some heels or stuff where I can um say my honest opinion about, because most
I
of them
want
are pretty fine,
I
but
want the red cowboy boots.
oh
Mnet.
my goodness.
Make it happen.
All
Red
right.
cowboy boots.
All right, you already got me. This
Make
would
it happen.
be this would be some the cowboy theme with red. Ooh, in here. Oh, oof, oof,
I mean, Emma,
oof.
I'm already giving you the ideas. You just have to do it. Come on.
With the red lips, and they I think this match pretty well.
Gonna be amazing.
Whew.
It's gonna be glorious.
Yes.
Now we've really got something to look forward to. Now, that was it, guys. That was the first episode, or episode 0, I should say, of
Exactly.
the AyoGG podcast in the special series for not Girls Planet, no. What is it? Queendom season 2. God damn it, Queendom. It's so confusing. While we're doing Girls Planet, I always said produce. It just I will never say the correct name. Just get used to this, guys, please, because you will get used to it faster than I will learn it. That much I can tell you. Queendom, season 2, episode 0. Please let us know your opinions in the comments below. Do you disagree with our opinions on certain stuff? Do you agree with it? Do you simply want to talk about something we didn't properly talk about? Write it all in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you will be here next week, same day. Probably also, if I'm not messing up completely, same time, to talk, or at least listen to us talk about and reminiscent about the newest episode of Queendom. Then it will be about the real and absolutely the first episode of Queendom season 2. Guys, thank you so much for your attention. All your also, if you have ideas what we can do better in this podcast, everything in the comments. Only with your input we can be better. That's really important. Now, thank you for your attention, and I will see you next week for the new episode. Bye.
Bye.